Good evening, teasers. Good evening. Welcome back to the channel. I'm University with Marie. Today we want to do some commentary, guys. Welcome back. As I said, please continue to hit the like, subscribe, and the share button, please. Also, leave comments, guys. Feel free to leave your comments because what I want to know on this channel is how do you feel? What is your opinion about the topics that I speak of? Okay, speak them on. Now, today's topic, guys, is a rather very serious topic. It is a topic of something that I like to call sweet, but very, very bitter at the same time. Sweet, but very, very bitter at the same time. Let's just give folks an opportunity to come in. And I'm just going to kind of touch on what we're going to be speaking about this evening, guys. Welcome, welcome. Please hit the like button, folks. Um, Today, we are going to discuss a very what started off from exception as a happy situation, happy loving situation. This hearing always come out. Happy loving situation, but ended in tragedy. That's the word I have for it, tragedy. Hello, in the nose. Tragedy is what I'm going to call this particular topic and this particular situation because it is tragic. It started out blissful. It started off love with love, passion, family, all of that. So as you can see per my thumbnail, guys, the thumbnail says blood marries blood. And I mean that literally. Blood has married blood in this situation today, guys. Okay. I welcome everyone. I'm going to go ahead and play the video. Actually, the couple, we're speaking of a couple that is married. Okay. I'm not going to give you all the details yet. We'll just take a look at the video and go from there with the details. But guys, I'm just going to say trigger warning. If this type of conversation affects you or this type of topic affects you, please go ahead and just exit the live, okay? Because it is a rather serious situation. It's a very touchy subject as well. And it takes us all the way back, guys, to our kin from way back. Okay, let's just take a look at the video, okay, guys? Let's go. We are. Uh-oh, sorry, guys.
15. We've been married for 10 years. We've been together for 13 years. We just recently found out we're brothers and sisters.
We're gonna watch it again, guys, okay? We're gonna watch it again. Let's go. Come on and play.
In 2008. We got married in 2011. We had our first child in 2011. We had our second child in 2015. We've been married for 10 years. We've been together for 13 years. We just recently found out we're brothers and sisters.
Did you guys hear that? Did you guys hear that? Did you guys hear that? Put a 1 in the chat if you heard it and you understood exactly what this young man was saying, guys. Put a 1 in the chat if you understood what he was saying before we proceed. Again, this situation, when I saw this particular video, I was like, wow, cannot be true. This cannot be true. This is someone's worst nightmare. Is it not? It is every married couple's worst nightmare. It is everyone who's in a relationship worst nightmare. Is it not? Right. Absolutely right. Now, he said that they met in 2008. And basically what I want to do in this particular live is, I want to hear what you guys have to say, your opinion on this, because I honestly, I couldn't think of a result. I couldn't think of an ending, a happy ending. I really couldn't. So I said, well, let me go and ask the teasers and see what they had to say about this situation. This is sad. You're absolutely right, Valencia. It is sad and it is absolutely too late now. Or is it too late? Or is it too late? Okay, so they met in 2008, as he said. They got married in 2011. I'm sorry, they had their first child in 2011, okay? And they were married in 2011 as well. They had their second child in 2015, so that's 2 children, okay? I also wanted to show you guys something else, but I guess I'll touch on that in a few. As he said, they just recently found out that they are brother and sister, guys. Blood, brother and sister, siblings. They just found out that they're siblings. Now, did you guys pay attention to the video? Did you pay attention to the video? Did you pay attention to them? Do they not look alike? Put it in the chat if you think they look alike. They look exactly the heck alike, do they not? The only thing difference is that she had on glasses. They look exactly alike. They do. Same skin color, same nose, same lips. They do. I actually asked that, Miss Magic. I asked a lot of questions. I wanted to research this. I wanted to get all of the information because I was like, how did they find out? I have a couple of questions here that I did ask, guys. One of the questions I asked was, how did they find out that they were actually siblings? I looked everywhere on this freaking internet. Everywhere. Hello, guys, coming in. Please hit the like button. I looked everywhere, and I could not find any story, any article, any news video, nothing that's saying how they actually found out, allegedly, how they found out. I've asked that question. I also asked, how are they siblings? Via whom? Is it through the mother? Is it through the father? I wanted to know, which parents how are they genetically connected, right? I wanted to know how they connected. No answer, guys. I'm thinking, though, honestly, you guys, in the future, I think we'll see more of this story in the future. I do think that they will probably be doing other interviews because they did initially come onto IG to Instagram to tell the world that, hey, we found out we're sister and brother. After 10 years of marriage, 10 years of marriage. But they did not have that information, guys. Believe me, I've been researching and I have been looking. And if anyone in the chat has that answer, please put it in the chat. But I looked everywhere, guys, and I did not see this information. Again, I did ask, how did they find out? I did ask, because they did not release that information. They did not tell us that information on how they found out. And I also wanted to know, how were they kin? How were they kin? Is it through mother or is it through father? Now, I just want to touch on that as well, guys. When I say that it goes way back in the community, in your ancestry, a lot of times we folks, or anyone for that matter, love to keep secrets, right? What do they say back in the day? What goes on in this house, what stays in this house, right? What goes on in this house stays in this house. So I'm not sure if one of them were adopted or both were adopted out. That could have been what happened, right? Maybe they both were adopted and then they met in the future. Guys, the world is very small. We know this. The world is very small. You know how they always say you can run, but you can't hide? The world is very small, guys. And so in this case, this is just, wow. I even tried to find statistics, guys. I tried to find statistics on how many couples annually or anytime, what type of percentage is it that people find this out that they're siblings while married. However, I did find another instance. I did find another one. It happened back in April of 2017 is when they brought the story out. And this couple, come to find out, guess what? They were twins. They were twins, guys. They were twins. Twins. And look at this couple. Again, they look just alike, do they not? If you want to see the video again, just let me know. Put a 1 in the chat if you'd like to see the video again. They were twins. Now, this particular couple looked like they were twins too. They look like twins as well. The only difference is that woman had on glasses, did she not? They have the same nose, same lips, same face. They did, and I was just in shock when I see this, and I was like, God, please let this be a skit or, just them, trying to get clout, please. But it does not look that way, guys. MSN has reported on it. So many outlets have reported on this story here recently. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and play the video again for you guys. Here we are.
We've been married for 10 years. We've been together for 13 years. We just recently found out we're brothers and sisters.
Gonna do it again, guys. Sorry. Hold on, let me rewind it. Come on. Hold on, y'all. My sound.
We've been married for 10 years. We've been together for 13 years. We just recently found out we're brothers and sisters.
Thanks, crazy. Hold on, we're gonna remove it and we're gonna try one more time here.
Second child in 2015. We've been married for 10 years. We've been together for 13 years. We just recently found out we're brothers and sisters.
Okay, guys. You heard what he said. They've been married 10 years. For the folks that's just coming in, that couple has been married for 10 years. They have 2 children together. I wanted to bring something else up, guys. Excuse me if you see my hand here, but I want to show you guys something else. I can't show you. Dang it. Anywho, come on, come in. Anyway, I did look it up, guys. I did look it up. I did look it up, guys. If it's true or not, whether or not if siblings have children together, will they come out? You know, it's been said that they'll come out a little funny, right? Who has heard that term, that statement? If you have children together and you have blood relatives, that there's a big chance that your child can come out with an issue. Who has heard that before? I know I have. I've heard that before. And guess what? I looked it up, guys, and guess what they said? It is true. It is a large chance that your children can come out with some type of disability, possibly, or just with issues. If you have a child with your blood relative. Oh, yes. And, you know, I've always just thought it was the same. You know, my mother used to always say that, you know, oh, they're cousins, they're kids, blah, 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 blah. And guess what? I looked it up. It's in black and white. Do the right thing. Hello. Oh, you have as well, Marcella. Thank you for joining. She says, I've seen that due to genetic issues. Right. And they are blood relatives. Now, they did not show their kids. They didn't show their children on there. But I just want to know. I asked that question as well, guys. I'm telling y'all, I think I've asked most of the best questions that all of you guys will want to know. How are their kids? Are their kids healthy? Are their kids, normal? I wanted to know that because it's been said that there can be issues. And guess what? It's in black and white as well that there's a big chance something could happen. Some type of issue can arise from that. So, guys, that's just an FYI. Okay. What else did I ask, guys? I already asked that. Oh, I mentioned that maybe they were adopted out when they were younger and the family never said anything. You know, maybe their mom was pregnant when she was a young woman, a young girl, and they decided to what? Make her implement an adoption, right? With her kids. And guess what? They met each other. They went full circle and through life. They went full circle through life, guys. And guess what? Ended up right together. And there goes another saying. What happens in the dark, what? Comes to the light. Does it not? And in this case, it is relevant to that. It relates just to exactly to this case. What happens in the dark comes to the light. Because how did they not know? How did they not know? And I asked that question. I want to know, how is it that they found each other? What happened, at birth? Were they adopted out? Were they in foster care? I want to know. Again, I hope, guys, that they come out with another interview. If they come out with another interview, guys, I'm going to be just like this. Because I want to know. I want to know. She said, so who told them that they were siblings? I asked that question as well, Evangelist Val. They never mentioned it in their story. And they never mentioned it in any other article who did do commentary on this couple. No one knew. No one knows. They didn't even mention their names. They didn't mention their names either. But I found this story very interesting because I'm like, wow, Again, that's every couple's worst nightmare to meet someone and come to find out they are your actual brother or sister. Just imagine. Just imagine. Once they found out, right? Once I would have found out, I probably would have started gagging, of course. I probably literally would have started throwing up because I'm like, I'm laying here with my brother. Just imagine the trauma, the mental, I'm sure they're both quite mental right now, that they're both on edge right now. She said it would be interesting how the children will find out. Yes, it will. Absolutely. She said, I'm sure they're embarrassed. This is nuts. Right. But they themselves came into IG and told the world. And I'm like, damn. That's the first thing came out of my mouth was, damn. I asked this question as well. I said, do they feel the same type of love for each other now that they found out that they are blood siblings? What do y'all think? Do y'all think that they are still in love? Because they didn't mention it. They didn't mention anything from after that, after they informed everyone that they were brother and sister. Do y'all think that they are still in love? Do y'all think that they are going to stay together? Let's put it in the chat. Put a one in the chat if you think that this couple, after finding out that they are blood siblings, if they're going to stay together. Put a one in the chat if you think they're going to stay together. Put a two in the chat if you think that they're going to let this relationship go and go on with their lives and try to meet someone else to fall in love with. Put a two in the chat. And we always say that what we're going to do, because we're outsiders looking in, right? I know what I would do. I'm sorry. I just know what I would do. She says two. Anyone else? One, if you think they are going to stay together. Two, if you think they're going to move around and leave each other. I'd like to know what y'all think. I really do. I want to know what do y'all think? Do you think they still love each other in that way? Do you think that they're still going to lay together? Do you think that they're still going to, be the classic family, the demographic of a classic family? I would like to know. Shannon says, how did they find out? Somebody tell me right quick. Guess what? We don't know, Shannon. They never did release that information. They never did release it. And again, I had second thoughts about coming live about it, but then I said, because they didn't have a lot of information. So I didn't care. I wanted to come on here to let all of y'all know. It can happen to the best of us. Because again, if your family has kept some type of secret, okay, if one of the ladies in your family have put her child up for adoption and no one ever told us, it can happen to us, right or wrong. DJ Nesbitt says, I think you have to be in shock. I don't see how they can stay together without serious counseling. I have never heard about anything like this ever. Me either, DJ Nashville. Miss Magic said, it won't be the same. It won't be the same. I can't see myself removing my clothes and being passionate with my brother. I couldn't. Not after finding out. I just couldn't. And I really would like to know how the hell they found out. I'm hoping that they will do interviews because, again, a lot of major news or major papers and outlets, internet outlets, have touched on this story, have commentated on this story. Now, all we need for them to do is go to TV with it, or go online to someone and have someone to interview them. I would love to interview them. I want to know, what is the status of their relationship at this point? What is the status of their relationship? Are they still in love? Are they still feeling that type of affection for one another? She said, I've heard of kissing cousins, but this is on a whole nother level. I've heard of it as well. Go all the way back off in Louisiana. Almost everybody can. I've heard of that as well. I actually, I have a story for everything. My upstairs neighbors, They were from Louisiana. And she had to leave to go to a funeral because her cousins, her two first cousins, were sleeping together, right? Well, the male cousin was like, you know what? This is not right. I don't want to do this anymore. So he left her alone. Well, I guess he was at the store on the block, whatever. And she went up there and she unalived him. She sure did. She fell in love with her own first cousin. Now, again, I have heard of the kiss of cousins. You're right, Miss Magic. I have heard of that, but brother and sister? Mm-mm. No, ma'am. She says, do they have kids? Yes, they do have kids, Shannon. They have two kids. Two kids. The woman looks like a stuffed doll man. Do you not see that they look exactly alike? Again, she looks like him just with glasses on and a little hair on her head, right? He look alike. Same nose, mouth, facial structure. She said, I saw this clip online, but I didn't look into it. Yeah. She said, this is why Black folks always have family reunions. Know your people. Right. Know your people. You're absolutely right, Val. But at the same time, it seems that the family should have told these kids once they got grown, or the adopted parents, they should have told these children, hey, you are adopted. Be careful of who you meet and find love with because you are adopted. They should have let them know, inform them. They really should have. And guys, and that goes to show you right now, folks, if you are trying to find love and you find someone new and maybe I have the same last name, it's time to look into that. And it's perfectly fine to do a DNA test to make sure your exes not kin to each other, right? And that's craziness because now it looks that way. It looks like folks are going to have to implement a DNA test when they meet this person and before they sleep with them, really. If you really want to be real about it. Yeah. Excuse me, guys. So I did ask that question. Again, guys, there's not a whole lot of information about them after they did this video. But again, I wanted to come and ask y'all, how do y'all feel about that? Like I said, think about the secrets that these families keep close to them. These families are keeping these secrets close to them, and they're not telling, they're not informing these kids that, hey, you could be you're adopted, or you were a foster kid, or any darn thing. And I'm wondering myself, are they in love still? Are they still sleeping together? And a lot of people say, you guys have heard the saying where they say, gosh, y'all been together so long, y'all look alike. Who has heard that saying? Y'all look so much alike. I mean, y'all been together so long, y'all look alike. Well, in this case, it's literally that they look alike. And come to find out, they are alike. They are sister and brother. And again, I want to know about the kids. I want to know about their relationship right now at this point in time. I'd like to know if they're still considering staying married, all of that. And I might get a little grossed out, but I want to know. I want to know what someone would do in that case. Hey, Norris, how are you? She said, I cannot wrap my head around that. I can't either. She said, I don't want to. She said, I don't want no ninja that looks like me. That's right. You don't want nobody that look like you. You really don't. And they look alike. And remember the other couple I just told you guys about for the folks that just came in? I was looking for statistics of how often this has happened. They don't have any statistics out there. But I did find another case where the married couple were actually twins. Twins. Brother and sister. Twins. Wow. That is very interesting. Twins. Did they not find themselves feeling the same type of way or liking some of the same things? Or you know how they twins accidentally speak at the same time? I'm just wondering. I'm just wondering about that. But again, I did look and ask because again, you think that it's your parents, that your grandmothers and your moms that's telling you that better go out there and sleep with your cousin or your family, because guess what? Your kids gonna come out looking throw it out. Guess what? It is the truth. It is the truth that there's a big chance, not in all cases now, But there is a big chance that something can happen to your children if you sleep with your blood relative and have a baby. Mhm. So it's not a myth, guys. It's not just a superstition. It's the truth. She says, I want to have pillow fights with my siblings, not talk with them, shaking my head. Right. Hi, Tawana, how are you? This is pretty sick. It is pretty sick. And I had to actually ask one of my fellow content creators before I brought it up here. I was like, do you think that this is too, you know, uh, grindy, grimy, or, do you think it's it? And they were like, no, we need to talk about it. And we definitely do need to talk about it because guess what, guys? This is an actual example of that you can meet your own kinfolk. You can. She said typically have DS. That's right. Absolutely right. So I'd like to know. I'd like to know if her kids, are healthy and normal. I'd like to know that. Not wishing anything bad on the children or not speaking negatively about the kids. I just want to know what was the outcome? What made them look? How did it happen? How did they find out? I want to know this. And I'm praying that they would come out with another interview, guys. I just got a feeling that they are. Somebody's going to want to talk to them. Stop by to say hello. Thank you so very much. Ocean City. Okay, I've heard of Ocean City. Shout out to them. Shout out to everyone that's in this chat, guys. Please hit the like button. But I was like, wow, this is interesting. Are they still together, guys? Is the question. Are they still together? She said, I would definitely being talking to my adopted parents. I am blown just away by this. Absolutely. Because I'm hoping that this is how they didn't know that they were probably both adopted. And again, they came full circle, guys, to meet each other. How many chances is, what a chance. And that's why I inquired about the statistics of how often does this happen. They didn't have an answer. They didn't have an answer. They kept taking me all the way around the world when I tried to find it. Yes. She said, my thing is, why tell the internet? We don't care. Shannon, you're right. Why tell the internet? I mean, again, someone said that they should be embarrassed. I would have been embarrassed. I wouldn't have told no damn body. I really wouldn't have. I'm sorry. I love y'all, teaser, myself, and everyone. But I would have not. I would have not told you guys that one. No. Mm-mm. No. She says, I don't know how I stopped vomiting. Vomiting. Right? Talk with Tip TV. That's what I said I would be doing. I would have initially just kept going. Like they would have to put me in the hospital. I'm sorry. Tranquilize me. But after finding that out, wow, that is crazy, right, guys? She said, but I would have to say we look alike. I'm sure they told each other that. I'm sure other folks have told them in their social life that, hey, you guys look alike. But you know what they said? Y'all been together so long until y'all look alike. No, they are alike. They are alike. That is crazy to me when I heard this, guys. She says 8 billion people in the world, and this happens. Say it again, Miss Magic. Say it again. 8 billion people in the world, and this had to happen. Again, I said they came full circle in life. Grew up wherever they grew up at, probably went to college, got their first big job, and here they are meeting up again. That's why I say what happens in the dark comes to the light, guys, right? It does. Like a lot of folks that have done wrong and 30 years later, guess what? They end up catching them, right, guys? They never thought that the DNA code will be broken. But it has. And guess what, baby? DNA, it's not no joke. It's not no joke. It is bringing out a lot of skeletons. It's bringing a lot of skeletons out of some closets. Is it not, guys? Wow. You're right. Guys, please hit that like button right here. I really would appreciate it, guys. Make sure you like and share this content if you like. DJ Nashville says, right. They knew they were both adopted and grew up in the same area and look just alike. Right. I'm thinking that they knew they looked alike. What do y'all think? Because they look so much alike. They do. The only difference is that she has on glasses. Matter of fact, I'm put on my glasses. She has on glasses. That's the only difference to me. She says here, it's something that needs more awareness. That's right. I'm sure this happened more than we know. Right. I'm sure it does. That's why I was inquiring about it. Cognitive. How many times has this happened? How often does this happen? She says, these adoption agencies need to keep track of siblings. Yes, they do need to keep track of these siblings. They really do. They need to, yes, notify whoever it is once they become an adult and tell them, hey, you know what? You were adopted as a child. Period. They just need to tell them. They need to tell them. Thank you. Hit the like button, guys. She says, you're right, Tiff. You're right. Let me see here. I also asked this question. What happens if the siblings, oh, yes, I did ask that. What happens if the siblings have a baby together? Um, Again, I found another couple that this has happened to, and come to find out they were twins. I just wanted to come to y'all and ask y'all, I want to come to you guys and ask you guys, what would you do? What would you do? I'd really like to know, guys, just right off your instinct right now, not thinking about it later in the future or anything. Put a one in the chat if you were to find out that you are married to your sibling, your blood sibling. Put a one in the chat that you stay with them, continue on with the relationship, okay? Please. Put a two in the chat if you was to say, hell no, I won't go. This is over, nipped in the butt, done. Put a two in the chat. Because some people will say yes, I guess, to say, I'm gonna stay with my husband, my lover, my friend, my children's father. And then some people be like, oh no, to hell with that, I'm out. I'm number two. In this case, I choose number two. Absolutely. Hell no, I will not go. It's just, it's sad. It really is sad, guys. It's sad, and guess what else it is? It's traumatizing, right? It's her kids now are gonna find out that guess what? Daddy is actually uncle. They're gonna find out. No matter how bad they try to keep this secret, everything is on the internet. We know it stays forever, right, guys? And they're gonna find out. This is craziness. It really is. This is something to make you think about things, guys, right? Especially like in those country towns, especially down up in the country in Louisiana. Almost everybody's kin down there. She said, I would lose my mind. Oh, yes, I would lose mine as well. I really would because, they're in love, they are married. And the way he said it, I met this woman in 2008. We got married in 2011. We had our first child in 2011. We had our second child in 2015. We were married for 10 years and we just found out that we are blood. That is, She said, also, let's remember people don't go get checkups. That's right. Before having intercourse. You're absolutely right. They need to know their blood types. Absolutely, Shannon. Remember, they used to do that blood work. Y'all remember that? Before you got married, they used to do blood work. What happened to that? She said, what will they say to these kids? I don't know. But I tell y'all one thing, those kids are going to definitely find out. What happens in the dark comes to the light every time. Every time, guys. And it's sad. This is a really sad case. She said, I want to, I'm sorry, do something, but I'm just listening. Oh, she wants to scream, I believe. Or she wants to come up here and tell us, She said, I feel like they are trolling. Shannon, please, God. Please, Shannon. And God, let them be trolling, God. But guess what? Again, Shannon, so many news outlets have put it out there. A lot of times these major news outlets like MSN and NBC, those folks usually don't do stories unless, they kind of have a little little backup there, right? They've done a little research there. And they have articles online right now pertaining to this couple. Yeah, she said, me too, Tawana. She said, this is disturbing. It is absolutely disturbing. It is. Again, guys, this live is not to belittle them or degrade them. This live is for fair use commentary, for entertainment and learning purposes. Now, we've already learned that it's true that there's a big chance that if you have children together and you have the same blood, there's a big chance that something can be going on with your child. Just know that, guys. And that's in any race. Mm-hmm. I just hate the fact that their parents or their family has not told them anything. Something has happened. It's something there. And I want to know what it is. Don't y'all? She says, this is so bad. Right now, what will you say to your kids? Now the whole internet knows. Now the whole world knows, guys. The whole world. This is, it's just, Lord have mercy. That's the only thing I can say is Lord have mercy. Wow. And honestly, I feel kind of, sick just knowing that, hoping that they are not, still together, guys. I really hope that they are not still together. That's just me. I hope they're not still together. I hope they're not laying together. I hope they are not feeling that type of love for each other anymore because you have to nip it's over. I honestly think they should let it go, but you got some folks out there, everybody, different strokes for different folks, I guess. I call it having morals, period. She said, I'm wondering if they would tell the children. I'm wondering as well, God, please let them do another interview. Let them do an actual interview. Well, somebody can come up there and ask because I will be the first one on that panel. And you don't know me, I usually don't hit the panel, but I will hit it that day because I want to know. It's like, wow, this is their worst nightmare. You think the worst nightmare is him going out, cheating, and having a child with another woman. No, this is your sister, sir. I'm just saying. She said the older generation has done more harm than good by keeping secrets. Absolutely, Miss Magic. That's what I was saying. Just imagine how many secrets that families have done, kept close to them, died with them, took them with them. I feel bad for the children as well. Talk with Tiff. I do. God, the kids probably come out looking like them because guess what? They look alike. That's very interesting, right, guys? That's very weird. She said, in their hearts, they think they're protecting you by keeping certain things from you. Yes, I know they think they're protecting us, but guess what? Again, once the children get grown, once they become adults, they need to release that information. They need to let it go. They really do. Because look what happened with this in this case. And their parents or whoever it is that did this, that started this, issue should be ashamed of themselves because they did not tell them, they did not inform them of what happened in the past. She said, true secrets are damaging. Yes, they are. Secrets will what? Unalive you. Yes, they will. I think I would have had a breakdown, a heart attack, or something once I would have found out. I would have lost it. And honestly, me personally, I could not look at him the same. Not like that. No. I I probably couldn't look at him again, honestly. What do y'all say? I probably would want to see him again for a very long time. And I know they're looking at their children like, y'all look like us because we are brother and sister. This is craziness. Right, guys? She said, my thing is no family member said a word. Didn't. Janet, they did not. And that's the sad part about it. Secrets. Secrets, guys. This is, like I said, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. I I don't know. Like I say, some of them country folks out there, been back in the woods and everywhere, guys, they're used to this kind of stuff, and they probably are they just think it's the norm. You get it? They may think it's the norm. I've seen it down in Louisiana. I've seen it. They think it's the norm. Everybody's kin to each other, cousins, they're all kin to each other, and they're all marrying each other. No. Mm-mm. She said, who was at their wedding? I'd like to know. I'd like to know. I'm going to keep digging, guys, but I have dug and dug and dug to have these answers for y'all because I'm like, shit, this is crazy. This is really crazy. She said, do you know how old their kids are? Well, one of the kids was born in 2011. We're in 2023. So the child is about, I guess, 12, 13, right? And the other one was born in 2015. So about 8. So they are probably not out of probably elementary and middle school age at this point. Now, their kids probably know because they've been on the internet with this. So I'm sure they most likely, I'm hoping that they've discussed it with their kids. Who can do that? I just couldn't find, a way to tell them. I really couldn't. I would be, Lord. But of course, we would have to, tell them. Yeah. Yes, Shannon, ew. That's the first thing I said. I'm like, and not judging them because again, it's really not their fault that they've, gotten married and they've had their children and they were living a classic demographic of a black family that's staying together, that's praying together, that's raising their children, and bam, this happened. It's like it was just cursed, right? It's like it was just cursed. She said, yes, old enough to know something's not right with mom and dad, right? They're old enough to know. So this is, oh, Lord have mercy. Wow. That's the only thing I can say is wow. Wow. I was like, God, should I bring this? I had to bring it so you guys can see this, and you guys can think about it, you know. And not saying, hey, run and test your husband for DNA and things of that nature. I'm just saying that be careful because it is a very small world, guys. It's a very small world. It is. And, I don't wish this on my worst enemy. I really don't. Not this. A woman that's happily married with her husband, have her children, have their home, have great jobs, just living life. I would not wish this on anyone to just break down that family demographic, just gone. I couldn't. She said, yes, I'm speechless. She said they probably should not have gone public, especially having young kids, right? But they did. They did. And like Shannon said, she thinks they're trouble. I would hope that they are told. I really would hope that. But again, so many different news agencies, online outlets, and they did commentary on this story. They did articles on this story. So many. But no one had the answers to the questions that we have, guys. Nobody had the answers to the questions we had. Not one article. Mm-mm. She said, what if they share the same dad? Maybe he went to jail. Honestly, I'm just thinking, for some reason, I'm thinking it is the mother. That's what I'm thinking because how serious he was looking, when he was telling the story, how serious he was looking. It doesn't make a difference if it's dad or mom, I guess, but mom to me is worse. What do y'all say? I think if they both have the same mother, I believe that that's just it. I just think that that's worse than them having both the same dad. I'm just saying, in my opinion, I think that it's Lord have mercy. Anybody have any questions? Put your question in the chat if you have a question. And I do have my questions here still. But if someone else has a different question of what they want to know, like I said, I'm going to go back and research harder. And again, hopefully, they do an interview with someone so we can get all the details because, yes, it is gross to some of us. It is. But at the same time, we We're curious. We want to know how this happened. That way it won't happen to us or anyone that we love and know. Right? Wow. I'm just gonna stay here a little bit longer to see if y'all have any questions. These are the questions I had. Like I said, once I would have found out, guys, they would have had to call 911 for me. They would have had to call 911 for me. And she's just sitting there looking in the camera like, I'd have been like, I'd have been out of there. I'd have fainted. I would have fainted. Literally. I would have fainted. I would have passed out. She says, I agree with Miss Val. I hope they are talking to God and getting good spiritual counseling. Yes, Marie, you must do a follow up. Yes. Oh, yes. Yes, they can get counseling. I'm sure they can get counseling and spiritual counseling. And gee, you would need to hypnotize me to forget it. You would need to hypnotize me to forget it, guys. I couldn't. She said, I wonder how old they are. Didn't mention their age either, their names or their ages. But to me, it looks like they're in their late 30s. What do you think? Mid to late 30s. What do y'all think? Yeah, yeah. Jesus. Mm, wow. So I'm gonna put the age as well. I did put. I wonder how they found out, and I want to know the relationship of how they are genetically connected. I want to know that. I want to know just so many things. I have so many questions, guys, that I could not get answers to. But I wanted the world to know that this has happened and it is possible. It is possible. And as Miss Magic or someone said in the chat, out of 8 billion people, they found each other and fell in love. Our entire world. She said this reeks of one parent being incarcerated for or running off after impregnating 2 women in the same area. Could have, Shannon. You're absolutely right. She said, straight up zap my brain and make me forget. That's right. Hypnotize me, please. Thank you. Hypnotize me for $400, Alex. She for $1. Hypnotize me. I just don't want to remember it. And so honestly, I think if they do have morals, and I'm pretty sure they do have morals, that they are going to be, like I said, traumatized from this. They're going to be traumatized from this. They are going to be, they're sick. I know they are sick from this. So they will need counseling, especially like basic therapy, to try to learn how to navigate differently or to learn how to continue to navigate as a family, a classic family, knowing that they are siblings. Wow. She says everybody has answers for them, has probably passed away. It's sad and strange. It's strange, but very upsetting. Yes, it is. It's truly upsetting. This is only thing I say is wow. Wow. Right, guys? Like, wow, this is some outer space. It is. This is out of this world. This is maybe one in several million or billion. Wow. And look at the twins. They were actually twins. That is crazy. It is. It's crazy. Yeah. I'm kind of speechless, honestly. I am kind of speechless at this point. But I would definitely look and go do more research to see. And if anything, I don't care if I found out if how they found out, how they also related, I'm gonna bring it on here. I'm definitely gonna bring it on here. Emergency live. This is what's going on. She said, God would have to walk me through this. I would be freaked out. You sure right? Yes, yes. I am freaked out by it. I'm just like, wow, like, dang, how can you react to something like this? Like, how? Personally, like I said, I couldn't stay in a relationship. I could not. That's just me. I don't care how long we've been together. That's just me. But they may just end up staying together, y'all. They may just stay together. You have people out there saying, well, we all kids. We all kids from inception. You know, it was only one man, one woman, so that means we're all kin. Whatever. I'm here to tell them whatever, whatever. Not with me. Mm-mm. She says, I remember to hit the like button. Thank you guys. Please hit that like button. I lose my sanity. Yes, I think I lose my sanity as well. I really would, guys. I just want to say, shout out to the members, shout out to all the teasers. Thank you guys for joining me. Please hit the like button, guys, so we can get up in that algorithm. But just thank you guys for coming to this live because it's so sensitive. This topic was so very sensitive. It was kind of triggering in a way. Very sensitive. Very sensitive, touchy subject that people don't like to discuss. They really don't. Folks don't like to discuss this type of narrative at all. Again, the elders kept it on the hush. They kept it on the hush, did they not? Hi, who's that lady? How are you doing? Thank you for coming. I appreciate you. It is so good to see you. But yes, God, please catch the replay, folks, that just came in. Because this particular topic is very interesting. And this particular topic would make you what? Think. This particular topic would make you just be aware and cautious, right, guys? It would make you, I don't know, especially if you're not married, especially if you're going to meet someone new to fall in love with. You better watch it. You may have to do a DNA and just be done with it. The hell with that. DNA time, right? DNA time. Yes. She said, my thing is that they gave no backstory. Right. They didn't give any backstory. Guys, I mean, like, dang it. But he said it like, very, as a matter of fact, this is my sister. I was like, ¿cómo? I started talking in Spanish. ¿Cómo que? What? She says, I appreciate you bringing awareness to this topic, Marie. Thank you very much. It really did freak me out, honestly. It freaked me out. And again, I looked everywhere, guys. I'm going to look harder. Don't worry, I'm going to look harder because I want to know what the heck the deal is on this. She's like, thanks, Marie. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you all coming. Hello. Thank you. Please hit the replay, guys, if you're just coming in. We've been discussing this topic where we had a married couple that found out they were actually siblings, blood siblings, guys. Put it in the comments below the video, guys, if you happen to think about something that you missed saying in the chat today, or if you have any questions, because I do have a list of questions here that I am going to find out. If the Lord said the same, I'm going to find out. But this topic, this relationship, this couple, it's very shocking. It's a shock effect, put a shock effect probably over the whole world, Wow, this is craziness. Wow, brothers and sisters, I don't know. Wow, yeah. And they look just alike. Do they not, guys? They look just alike. In a way, honestly, they probably felt it. I know, I'm just saying, my intuition, women, your intuition, period. If I'm sure they probably say, damn, we do look alike. I'm sure they had that comment or quote unquote compliment from a lot of folks because they do look alike. She said, yes, they do. Shake my head. That's right. Like two dudes. Yes, Shannon. Like two dudes. The only thing is she had on glasses, right? I think they probably knew something, guys. I really do think they knew something. I'm just saying, But then again, I would hope they didn't know. Because if they did know, it's even sicker. Right? I would hope that they would act shocked and surprised as they are acting on this video. And again, shame on the family members or whomever that allowed them to get into the situation, right? Shame on them. Thank you very much, Ms. Val. She said, I'm wondering if they searched for the birth parents and that's how they found out. Right, I want to know. And as soon as I get out here, I'm going to eat and be digging at the same time because I've been looking everywhere. This is craziness. They just gave us a little bit, a little piece. Please, sir, come back on here and let us know how the hell this happened. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be putting comments. It's on IG as well, guys. The video is on Instagram as well. She says, Marie, I was born and raised in Mississippi. It's not shocking to me, just disgusting. People are sick. I was just telling them, who's that lady? Back out in the backwoods in Louisiana. Almost everybody is what? Kin down there. And they are marrying each other. And they are going with their own first cousins. That's just, it's kind of normal down there. Probably backwoods, Georgia, Mississippi, Alabama, the South. Yeah. She said, Talk with TV, Tip TV. Do you have a channel? Yes, Talk with Tip TV has a channel. Dear Yvette Says has a channel. Who's that lady does not have a channel? Tawana to Aspire has their channel. Evangelist Val has a channel, guys. Most of the folks on this particular live are CCs, and thank y'all so much for supporting me in this channel. Thank you very much, guys. Please, everyone, hit the like button, because guess what? This is what you call commentary, and this is what you call trying to get the tea and give you the tea and find out the remaining tea on this. Because I wouldn't necessarily call it tea. I would say find out the rest of the secrets with this couple. Family secret with them. I want to know, are they still together? I want to know this. Yes. So, guys, as Ms. Evangelist Val says, guys, please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Guys, if you want to support the channel, please support the channel. You can hit the Cash App as well. I am going to be doing a cooking videos, guys. And they asked me to do like this Amazon list. I'm trying to, for pots. I have like 2 pots or something. But we're going to do those cooking videos. Because folks like, food. Everyone likes food. And everyone likes to cook. Okay. Shout out to Speak to Your Girl, Marcella. Thank you for coming, guys. All of you all. Thank you. Just Valencia, guys. Shout out to her. Please subscribe to all these folks' channels. I really would appreciate it. She said, I appreciate that, Tiff. Do the same. So, guys, I hope I didn't ruin your evening. I really hope I didn't. I'm sure I didn't ruin your evening because we're all grown folks here. But it does give us all something to think about. It does. What it do. This is. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much with the lip glosses. Thank y'all. I appreciate you guys coming. Like I said, hit that like button, subscribe, support, and share the content because it's deep. Period. It is deep. Okay, guys. I guess I'll see you guys on the next video. So, Shannon says here, Marie, you see this story about the cops fired for freaky sexcapades with each other? No, I will look into that though. Absolutely. I am going to still do celebrity commentary as well, guys. I am going to do celebrity tea as well. I just want to bring this. These are some of the stories that we will be doing commentary on. She said, I haven't read it, but I'm shocked. Oh my goodness. I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked with that. I'm really not, Shannon. I've seen it so many times on the news and online, but we definitely can cover it. We can cover it, sister. To all the queens in the chat, as Just Valencia and Evangelist Val and the Stu Queen says, tilt your crown or hold your crown or hold your crown. That's what I'm going to say. Keep your crown. Okay. Thank you very much, Shannon. I appreciate it, guys. Again, hit the like button. I love you guys, and I appreciate you guys coming, and I will see you most likely mañana, okay? If I don't do a live, I will be uploading the video. Guys, click on the video. Check out the celebrity tea, guys. I really would appreciate it, okay? Make sure you hit the thumbs up, too, okay? All right, guys. I will see y'all mañana, possibly. Thank you. See you later. Bye now. In the light now. Look.